Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the fourth episode of the Art of Awesomeness podcast. I'm your host, Christian Caito, also joined by your also host, Adrian Kiswani. Adrian,
Hey,
thank you.
Thank you.
So we have some very, this is a new episode today. We're going to be doing some new things today. We have Q&A from a very excited fan of the show. We're going to be answering some of her questions and story time regarding those questions and other stuff.
In the spirit of Halloween and all that stuff, we're going to be talking about some of our experiences and like past Halloweens and answering her questions. So storytime / Q&A. We are using a different camera setup this time.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah. This is just an experimental thing. So let us know in the comments of the video, because I know this doesn't pertain to the people who are just listening.
Yeah.
But to the people watching this. Yeah, to the people watching this, make sure that you let us know. Make sure that you let us know how it looks. And
tell them
Christian,
about the thing.
I think you seem a bit more excited about it than I am. Would you like to let them know where you can find the podcast?
We
now?
are on Spotify. We're on Spotify. We are on Spotify.
That was a good way. That was a
We
good way.
are on Spotify. Spotify.
Yes.
Spotify. We're on Spotify. Go check us out. It's the same name, right?
Art of Awesomeness.
The Art of Awesomeness. Yeah, we're on Spotify.
Yeah, we are not only on Spotify, we are now also on Google Podcasts. We are on Anchor and some other places that I can't think off the top of my head. But
we're getting there. Thank you to James.
Yeah, James Reed, the IT guy at our school, who he actually has a podcast as well called Theater Eaters. If you want to check him out, he talks about theater with his friends. So
like Broadway and stuff, or
yeah, if you're interested in plays and theater and stuff like that, check out Theater Eaters on Anchor, Spotify. You should.
Can we put their link down below?
You know,
they deserve that, right?
Yeah, I will put the link in the description because they're the ones who helped us to put the podcast elsewhere.
That is crazy. Crazy. Okay. All right. So good.
Oh, right. We do have the first order of business.
Yeah, national first order of business. We actually have quite a few things.
We do. So,
rock, paper, scissors?
Rock, paper, scissors? Okay. Yeah, I'm down.
Let's go.
Right. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
You want to do 2 out of 3, or you want to just do it?
We can do 3 if you want.
Okay, let's go.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Dang it.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Dang it.
Okay.
Fine, you go. We have a few, actually.
I don't even know if it's a win or not, but hey. Happy National Authors Day. So if you're an author and you write books, which I've known people who write... Yeah. Best author.
I'm just emphasizing. Continue.
Hey, I'm emphasizing too. I want to be able to do that. All right. Anyways. But yeah, to anyone who enjoys writing out there, or anyone who has a published book, which I know people who have, kudos to you. Keep on it. Writing is a great thing in my opinion. So any writers out there, keep it up. National Brush Day. Do you know if that means like brush your teeth day, or just like a paintbrush?
I think it means
just a brush.
I think if it was supposed to be brush your teeth day, it would say brush your teeth, or like dental hygiene day or something.
Yeah, I guess that's the first thing that comes to mind to me.
Something weird like that.
Okay.
Either way, I mean, both are good.
Yeah.
I mean, paintbrush.
So, if you have a brush stuff with. I don't know. Okay. National Calzone.
Or in Italian, calzone. Calzone.
Mangi il calzone.
Oh,
anyways.
Calzone day. It's a food. Italian food. Check that out.
I've not eaten it. I will try that though someday. Okay, I know a lot of people are gonna like this. National Cinnamon Day.
Cinnamon Day.
I feel like people don't like cinnamon as much as they do like cinnamon flavored things. You know what I mean? Like stuff with cinnamon in it. Have you ever seen people do that cinnamon challenge where they just get like a spoonful?
Yeah. I think a lot of people got. My brother did that. I remember my older brother, Kui Anthony. Shout out to you if you're watching this or listening to this. But I remember it was a while ago, and he did that with some of his high school friends. I don't know.
I don't see the appeal in it, but I mean,
hey, kudos to you, Kuya. You're awesome.
Yeah. Okay. Happy National Deep Fried Clams Day. So I'm not against deep fried anything, but I've never tried clams. And I've never had them deep fried.
Deep fried.
So
deep fried clams.
Deep fried clams.
I mean,
like they're clams, but they're deep fried. Deep fried clams. That's amazing.
I mean, there's people out there I know that say like anything deep fried is good, but I find that.
Okay, well think about this.
What's
deep fried banana.
Ooh.
What?
I mean, doesn't that exist? I'm sure that has to exist.
Well, I know it probably exists, but like, does that taste good? I doubt it.
We'll find out.
Well, I guess I don't like bananas anyway, so that's probably.
You don't like bananas?
No, I don't like
All
bananas,
right.
man. All right, let's see. National Cook for Your Pets Day. Now, I'm not gonna lie. When I read this the first time, I thought it said National Cook Your Pets Day.
Yeah, me too.
So don't cook your pets. If you have a fish, keep it in its tank. But yeah, cook for them. So if you have a dog, I guess
Cook.
cook.
Just cook. It's pretty
Just
basic.
Get on it, man.
Just cook.
Okay.
Cook for your dogs.
Okay, this one's really ridiculous. Christian,
Yeah.
do you remember what you said about this?
Yeah.
Okay.
What did I say? It was like. Oh yeah, this one's kind of a. I said this one's kind of a lame holiday because I don't know how you're supposed to celebrate it. Happy National Family Literacy Day. I mean, if it's important to some people, I apologize. We haven't really delved too much into it.
I mean,
I'm
okay,
assuming it has to do with just family, like.
It means
reading
that
and
your
stuff.
everyone in your household should be able to read, which is not a bad thing. But the fact there's a day to celebrate, I don't know.
I mean, if you guys like that stuff,
No, no one should like that stuff.
I know it's
Fix
really hard to
yourself.
be excited
Fix
about
yourself. Okay. let's
that.
see. Vinegar. I mean,
It's better than Family Literacy
it is.
Day.
It is. You know what? Yeah, we'll leave it at that. It's
Yeah.
better than that. All right, and finally, because this is coming out the 1st of November, daylight saving time ends. So for some people, this is great. For some people, this is
Sucks.
bad. Yeah.
It's just your
don't
preference.
really care. Yeah.
It's just that's just the way it is. So
I guess it's like, on one hand, you have the people in summer who are like workaholics, and they're like, I need every hour of daylight to do stuff. I work in the night anyway, so it doesn't. I don't know. What about you? Yikes.
yeah.
What about
So for me, I mean, you said we get extra hours of sleep.
you? Yeah.
I mean,
Well,
you're a
only
night
like-
owl anyway, so
I don't sleep, man. I just wait until morning.
you just wait.
I just wait until morning. I just sit on the bed and I just sit there and see the sun come up.
So majestic.
So majestic. Okay, so
All right.
this podcast is not going to go through the. I just heard Myra scream. That was funny.
Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween. So we just this podcast episode has a different sort of flow to it because it's not as I guess
traditional.
Yeah, focused on
Quote,
a
unquote.
specific topic as much as it is more of a free flow based on Sophie's question and some story time regarding Halloween and this time of year. So we're just going to jump right into it, I think.
Yeah. I mean that's the only way to do it. In the spirit of Halloween.
All right, so this is what you wrote to us if you want to read it.
Yes. Just that first one? Or does it really matter which one? I think both hosts should come up with 3 creative, goofy, last-minute Halloween costume ideas and surprise each other with the recreations. Maybe this podcast will be a Halloween story time, so you can talk about your favorite costumes, experiences, Halloween favorites, movies, candy, etc. Great question, by the way. And we were just talking about this beforehand. We have our ideas. Are we going to say them and then we'll post the actual dress up on our profiles?
Yeah, so pretty much we know that on a podcast, not everyone's going to be able to see what we came up with, as far as the costumes are going to go. Because some people, this is purely audio now that it's on Spotify and so forth. So we are going to say what our costume recreations are on here so everyone, can know. But you can actually see pictures of it on our Instagram after Halloween.
Yeah.
So if you're interested in that, the links to that will be in the description. So check them out. But Christian, I know you're a bit excited about the 3 last-minute Halloween costume ideas. Did you have any? Do you want to go first?
Yeah. Okay. Oh, I have a great one.
All right. Hey.
Great one. Well, first, do you want me to do from the ones I'm most excited about or least excited about?
I think you should probably do the least to most because then you
Okay.
have more build-up. You know what I'm saying?
The least? I mean, I'm just going to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
I think we've all seen how cheat ghosts can pretty much work with anything. I plan on just going... Oh, but I'm kind of excited about them. Yeah, okay. Last one is just regular Stitch. Just get like a Stitch onesie or something.
Stitch onesie?
Yeah, for Lilo and Stitch. Just a little blue alien that's like... I
know Stitch.
Yeah, that one's cool. I mean, and then the second is just...
That's actually funny. That's similar to mine.
Yeah, Stitch?
It's similar what you said. You'll see what
I'll find out. Yeah. Okay. The second is a ghost, like a sheet ghost.
Yes.
But a pirate, a wizard, ninja, and professional, like with a bow tie and suspenders and everything.
Yeah.
Just mesh that all up like
So
Jamba
Batman.
Juice it. Yeah, and I'll have a cape, and it's a superhero.
Yeah.
So I'm glad I said that because I'll probably will forget it later. But I'm gonna have to figure out a way to make that work.
Do you think that we're gonna dress up as like? Should we dress up as all of them, and take separate photos of us?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And then we're actually gonna have you guys vote for which one's the best, and you'll see that later on our Instagram stories.
Oh yeah.
And then the winner.
What should the winner do? We didn't talk about this.
What, we can mention them, or we have to do more than that.
Yeah.
We have to go big. We'll figure something out and let you guys know.
Yeah.
But vote for who you know. Wait, we're the that's so dumb. Wait, we'll be the winners. They're just voting for.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Sorry. Okay, you know what? We'll appreciate. Bottom line is, I don't want to dwell on this for too long. We're gonna have our own costume ideas that we're gonna say right now. We'll post them on our Instagram stories and profiles. You guys vote for which one or who had the best ideas, and we'll somehow find a way to make that more exciting later on.
Yeah.
And yeah, the third one for mine though was.
And this is the best one for you. Okay.
Shout out to Hannah Witham. Yeah, remember Hannah Witham?
Of course, yeah.
Hannah Witham. If you're watching this,
Hannah.
super cool MHHS student.
Cool kid.
1 year, I think it was junior year.
Oh boy.
She was Rapunzel for Halloween.
I remember.
And then I told her, it would be really cool if I was Pascal, the little green.
I remember this.
You remember that?
I rember
the little, but it was like a really DIY, cringy, messed up.
Oh, didn't you use like a paper plate?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
okay.
I want to be. I'm gonna dress up as Pascal.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
but it's like a really.
It's really crappy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You'll see. You'll see it. That's my idea. I'm not gonna elaborate on it too much, but that's my favorite, and I'm really looking forward to that. So, Hannah Witham, if you're watching this, this one's for you.
That's
so,
good.
Watch out. All right, your turn. What's up?
All right, so
fill me in. What's the deets?
Yeah, I'm gonna go from bottom to top. Also,
Tell me.
So the Stitch one was similar to mine, which would be like a shark onesie. That's what I was gonna say. Just like a really the baby shark stuff.
Baby shark.
No, never on this podcast. But yeah, so we all
copyright.
Copyright, yeah. Would they copyright just from your voice? We have to pay a bunch of money. Nah, that's anyways. I'm thinking about logistics of this, but yeah. So shark onesie or something like that. Second would be the because these are last minute. These aren't like costumes you can kind of really plan in advance.
Yeah.
But I would go for like a masked, caped man. Have you seen V for Vendetta?
I've seen parts of it.
Like the classic
the
anonymous
thing.
mask.
Yeah.
Okay, so like something like that, where you're like a musketeering, freaking caped vigilante sort of thing. That's usually pretty easy. It's just, if you really can't find anything, get a blanket, something like that.
Anything like that.
Best for me is actually the ghost.
The sheet ghost.
The sheet ghost, because that's always been classic to me, because the whole Charlie Brown. Charlie Brown.
Shout out to that.
Heck yeah. Actually, you know what I found out this year is that for the first year since like the 1960s, they're not going to air Charlie Brown. It's a Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown Thanksgiving.
Why?
Or Charlie Brown Christmas. I guess they moved it to Apple TV. It's not going to be like on the usual
that sucks.
Cable.
So they're not going to do it for like the holidays anymore?
No, unless you go to Apple TV, but I know not everyone has that, so I don't.
Sucks.
So
that's what our world is coming to, guys.
Yeah. As if 2020 couldn't get any worse, they took away Charlie Brown. Frickin'.
I think we've all had those. I remember because I spent some Christmases at my grandparents' house. On our tiny TV they had when they lived in a mobile home. We used to just watch like all these animated, like Rudolph, Frosty the Snowman.
Yeah.
All that stuff like on their TV on ABC Family when it was called ABC Family instead of Freeform.
Yeah, and it wasn't that remember ABC Family's 25 Days of Christmas?
Yeah, it was part of that.
Yeah, but then it went to Freeform.
And then I don't know why they changed it.
I don't know.
And now they're not going to have it at all, apparently.
Really?
Well, I thought that, or they're not going to.
Well, for
Halloween.
Yeah.
Okay, so maybe there's still hope.
There may be.
Or maybe there isn't. We'll find out. Holidays.
2020 holidays. Man, Halloween's going to be weird this year.
It is.
I'm actually curious to look outside and see how many people actually go out. That's what I'm curious of.
I think the best costume you could go as is a doctor with a face mask and gloves.
Yeah.
Right? Because that's...
I thought that someone in a hazmat suit.
Like from Monsters, Inc.
Yeah. Like, we have 2319. 2319. Yeah, that. Oh, man. That was perfect. So good.
All right, that's
actually
the next one.
That scene in that movie is so much more applicable now than it's ever been.
It was a prediction.
It really?
It was basically a prediction.
And I think Monsters University is just a prediction of the rest of the world, basically.
Disney nailed it.
They
nailed it pretty much.
Pixar too.
And Pixar. Well,
shout out
to Disney.
Shout out to the sponsor. Anyways,
right. And then the next thing after we got our costume stuff out of the way.
Yeah, that was. Oh yeah, and then she also says Halloween favorites, movies, candy, etc. So I did kind of point out the. How do you think in the Charlie Brown thing? That's one like classic that I always go to. I don't know about you. Like, are there any like Halloween classics that you watched around that time? Because I have a few, but do you have any?
That one is one. Yeah. Like just because I've always grown up watching that on.
We watched that last year.
Yeah, and then we also watched Halloween, like Michael Myers Halloween.
Michael Myers.
I was like
the original one.
Yeah,
too.
the original '80s or something one.
Yeah.
But we watched that one. That's like a classic. It's literally called
Halloween.
Halloween.
I liked it.
It was cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. So movies, there's not a lot of movies because I think horror movies in general kind of fill that genre, but it's not like Christmas where there's like
a lot of specials.
Like specials, specific Christmas movies.
But I feel like Halloween, what was it? I always watch Charlie Brown, The Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown. I even one year, remember, I think maybe it was freshman or sophomore year of high school, I had that Great Pumpkin sign outside my window.
Yeah, a lot of people took a picture of that.
Yeah, like people would come out to the house and like take a picture of that. That was cool.
That was cool.
But yeah, it's Charlie Brown. Have you seen the Garfield specials?
Yeah.
Like those old
Garfield? I used to have them on VHS.
Those are on YouTube. I found them on YouTube. Save them. I watch them all the time.
They're not?
No, they are on YouTube.
Oh, I thought you said you won't. I mean, like, you're not going to. I thought you said you're not. You said something you're not going to tell too much detail into it or something.
Tell too much detail into what?
I said you're not. You said you're not going to tell, like, too much about it. Like, spoil it or not. I thought you said we were not going to go too much into detail with that, like as if like alluding to, like watching it, like putting it in the link or something. That's maybe I'm just hearing things. We'll connect that to an experience we had before with the audio not working.
You know what? Yeah, that'd be a good one to talk about.
Is the thing still going?
Yeah, it's good.
This is good. Okay, sweet.
Are you timing or something like that? Or?
Yeah, well, it just says like we have like 1 minute left.
Oh yeah, sure. So okay, so when we come back, we're gonna talk a little bit more about the movies. Candy and stuff, etc.
Candy.
And also we're going to talk about some of our own paranormal experiences.
Dun 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 dun. Goosebumps. Is this our intermission or no?
This is the intermission.
Intermission. Check this scary film out.
Enjoy it.
What the fuck?
Okay, so we were talking about. Hope you guys enjoy the intermission.
Yeah.
That's scary. Whoa.
Actually, I don't know if it's going to be a scary intermission. I have to see.
We're going to call it scary because either way, it'd rather be scary in general or so funny it's scaring.
You know what? I can make that happen.
Right? Yeah. Anything happen. And you were talking about Christmas Halloween specials.
Yeah. So that was what
plays out.
Garfield, Charlie Brown, and then Adventure Time. Yeah. Adventure Time is like one of my favorite shows of all time, if not my favorite show. So they have a bunch of like, even if they're not Halloween specials per se, they're definitely just like spooky or just kind of weird adventures that they go on, or like darker toned episodes that are just fun to watch. So if you watch Adventure Time, what are you doing? But yeah.
What are you doing?
But yeah, those are generally the ones I go to. It's more cartoons than movies. I don't watch that many horror movies. Like,
you don't watch except for Halloween. You don't watch like too many, huh?
Halloween was like one of the only times I sat down and was like, you know what? I'm just gonna sit down and watch a horror film. Mm-hmm. Any other time, it might be like if there was a horror film on in like the background or something like that. But I never like sat down and was like, yeah, I'm gonna watch it.
Yeah,
that was the first time that I like me and you just sat down and like, this is what we're doing.
Yeah,
watching Halloween.
We're watching it. It was a good movie.
I just thought it was cool that it was on Halloween. Watching Halloween.
Yeah, right? We'll watch Christmas on Christmas.
Yeah. Wait, that's a movie?
I'm sure it's a movie.
Just called Christmas?
The movie.
Oh, yeah. And so we were talking earlier in that you're going to watch a horror film with your mom?
Yeah.
on Halloween?
So.
Because it's a bit different this year. Usually we hang out on Halloween.
Yeah.
But this year.
So you're still hosting your Halloween. You generally have like a little block party thing like every main holiday, like Halloween, Christmas.
Not a block party. What we
or
do
like with
is
your neighbors or something.
Like with one of our neighbors,
Yeah.
we'll generally invite them over, something like that, because they have like younger kids.
Yeah.
So we'll like invite them over for something.
Yeah. So.
But yeah, so this year what we're doing is it's mostly for Myra. We're gonna have like a bunch of like
Myra's
games
his
and stuff
little
like
sister.
that, just to make it fun, because she can't go out trick or treating, so we're like
Mhm.
kind of keeping it.
That's cool.
But yeah.
Yeah.
That's what
So
we're doing.
Adrian has that going on. But but I'm planning on, my mom and I are just gonna have a really, really chill Halloween. Just watch scary movies all day.
Do you know what it is?
Which one?
Do you know what the movie you're watching is?
I have a list of ones that I want
here
to
we go.
watch.
Okay.
But the first one she recommended was The Shining.
Okay, that's what we're watching.
Yeah, you're watching that too, right? And
Yeah.
you said you're gonna record your reaction.
I might record the reaction because I've never seen it before.
Me neither.
Yeah,
It's
I know
classic.
that. But the cool thing is, I know the history of it.
My dad was talking about it earlier. He was like saying that it was kind of based on some real events, right?
So
or it was revolved around something like that.
The author of the book, King.
That was a book first.
Yeah. He was staying at a hotel, the Stanley Hotel.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, the Stanley Hotel. He was staying at it, and what happened? I think the story goes he was staying in a certain room, and he had a dream that his child was being chased down the hallway by something. Maybe died. I don't know exactly, but he had a really, really bad dream or vision there.
Yeah.
He went outside, smoked a cigarette, and then by the end of it, he had the premise for The Shining.
Yeah.
So that's like the Spark Notes backstory of it.
Yeah.
But I've always been interested in watching it. Me and Miles are going to watch it together. So.
Oh, just you guys? Oh, Chase isn't into that. Well.
No, Chase he's going to watch The Nightmare Before Christmas with Myra.
Oh, this Halloween.
They've been watching it like every single day.
It's a great movie.
Oh yeah.
It's right between Halloween and Christmas.
Yeah. Do you think wait, do you think it's a Halloween movie or Christmas? Because I was thinking about it, because Myra was watching it today, and I was watching her with Chase, and I would imagine it would be more of a Halloween film, but it's weird.
Yeah.
How it ties in both. Like it seems more of a Halloween film, but like
yeah, it's a mix.
Yeah.
I was talking a few days ago. I was talking to Sophie about this, and she asked the same question. Actually, it's funny about if this is a Halloween or Christmas movie.
Yeah.
And it's weird because it takes place in a Halloween setting.
Yeah.
But it's about Christmas.
It's not.
So
it's not.
It's in a Halloween setting basically for like 80% of the whole
pretty much. And they're just torturing Santa the whole movie pretty much.
So
that's
And Thanksgiving is right in between those two, and it doesn't even get a shout out.
It's kind of sad actually.
Or Easter or St. Patrick's Day. But I'd say it's a Halloween movie and a Christmas movie. It's the best of both worlds.
There you go. And it's stop motion, which makes it 10 times cooler than most other films.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So Halloween movies. That's it.
Halloween.
Also, comment or let us know some of your guys' favorite scary things to watch, or traditions that you do in general on Halloween day or night.
Yeah,
Halloween
let us
night,
know your traditions. And so, what was next, Candy?
Calendar.
We have a bag.
Christian,
I don't know if you want to show it up to your camera. I know people
Adrian had this bag of candy. Just to reiterate that this is completely real candy. What's wrong?
No, it was just weird what you did.
Oh, I thought you were looking at the camera.
No, I was just no.
Yeah, Adrian just had his bag of candy.
Yeah, my mom got it from work. So she was like, "Yeah, hold this." I was like, "Cool."
You want it?
Yeah, sure.
I didn't want to throw it to you.
Yeah. So Christian,
what's up?
Question.
Yeah.
What's your favorite candy?
Oh, that's a great question. I like. Ooh, that's a great question. That is a really good question.
Thank you.
That was a great question.
I appreciate that.
What candy? it would be easier to answer
No.
which candy I don't like. My favorite candy, that's hard. Kind of depends on my mood, but generally, I mean, you can never go wrong with just straight up chocolate.
Oh, just chocolate.
Chocolate, Hershey, like Hershey Kisses, regular Hershey, or
gotcha. So
the
there's
milk.
nothing like funky in it or something like that?
No, I mean, you can't. I've never met a person that doesn't like chocolate. Oh, okay. Well, for health reasons, he can't have chocolate.
No, okay.
I probably should. So, I mean, there's milk in that, right?
I can bleep out his name.
Huh?
I can bleep out his name.
You can?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Because I just realized. Well, just say for health legal reasons, people that can't have milk can't, or
Suffer.
they do. Yeah. Well, yeah.
Suffer.
Around those lines where you can still, if you want to, be my guest. I'm not telling you for lactose people to have chocolate. There's actually some chocolates out there that really don't have that much of an effect. I've had some friends that love chocolate, but they have to have a certain kind of chocolate. So it really depends on your tolerance and what kind of chocolate you have.
Cool.
But other than that, I'd probably say something sour like Sour Patch or Warheads or
So
Swedish Fish.
Yeah.
Or that's not Sour
you
Patch,
know what?
Swedish Fish.
I remember in 8th grade, you were like a diehard for Swedish Fish.
I love Swedish Fish. Swedish Fish is good.
Yeah.
I love Swedish Fish.
Swedish Fish.
Ooh, or Gushers. Gushers. Ooh, it's not candy, but technically should be because it's the best thing ever. Gushers, I take that back. Gushers are my pinnacle. I love Gushers. Gushers,
Really?
Gushers. And then Hershey bars and then chocolate. I love Gushers. Remember that.
Dang.
Your turn.
That's intense. Man. I honestly don't know.
Wow. Okay, what candy don't you like? Start with that.
Don't I like?
Licorice. Black licorice.
Black licorice. Oh, no. Twizzlers.
You don't like Twizzlers?
No, I can never eat Twizzlers.
What about Red Vines?
Red Vines all day.
Are you serious?
I'm not joking.
Literally the same thing.
No, they're not.
Twizzlers?
Anyone who's had Red Vines and Twizzlers know that they're not.
If anything, Twizzlers are slightly better than Red Vines because they have
No.
that flavor. Okay, well, they're both licorice. They're both licorice.
Twizzlers is something different. Twizzlers is just, it's gross.
What?
I
They
don't
make
know.
flavored Twizzlers too.
I'm not really into that. I don't know. Red Vines are just.
Okay.
This is
Hey, that's
better.
your preference. That's your preference.
Yeah, I don't know, but yeah, Twizzlers definitely a no go. Trying to think. I've always liked those. What are those?
Any candy.
Not gummy worms, but like the coated gummy worms.
The sour gummy
Yeah,
worms?
the sour gummy worms.
Yeah, like the trolley. You have some right there.
There's some where?
They're
Oh,
in that
what?
bag. It's like it was right. That's your bag of candy.
It's not really mine. It was my mom. She just put it in here. But hey,
It's
There you
yummy. Hey, thank you, Trolley, for sponsoring this video. And Nerds and Kit Kats and every other
man,
candy
you
brand
were
that's in
pointing
there.
out candies I didn't even know were in
Dude,
there.
it's right there. The Kit Kat is literally the biggest thing in that
I knew
bag.
the Kit Kat.
It's a full-size Kit Kat. How
Dang.
do you not see
That is nice.
that? And Nerds.
Nerds are awesome,
Nerds are awesome. And the candy, too.
except for when they're not.
You're not you when you're hungry.
Okay.
Next thing. What's the next thing? We talked about movies. We talked about candy. Are we talking about
Paranormal
our...
experiences now? But more so, I guess, because we don't really have much of that. We are going to talk about one Halloween story, but we can just talk about, I guess for the remainder of the podcast, we could just talk about our Halloween stories in general.
Okay.
Is that an uh-oh?
Yeah, it wasn't timing, so I don't know how far that one is.
I can
But
check if you want.
it's okay.
Yeah, I don't know if you want to start by telling them what happened
Yeah,
with our
okay.
phones. I'll check.
So, Adrian's going to check that. And so before we started recording, Adrian and I, we had some, I mean, call it what you want, if it is or isn't a paranormal experience per se, but it was kind of weird. And it just led to a bunch of other things. So before we started recording, we were setting up the mics and we were setting up the cameras. And first we set up the cameras and the mics, and we were hearing this weird buzzing noise. Like there's like, and we tried figuring out what it was. It was like we were moving the cords around, unplugging things and plugging them back, like quitting applications on the computer, then reopening them. And in the end, I couldn't figure out what it was like too much. And there was a time where it just persisted in buzzing, and we just sat there for a minute and we are like, what is that buzzing?
I think that went on, it felt like it went on much longer than it did.
Yeah.
It
was a little scary. And then we unplugged something, and then plugged it back in and realized that was the problem.
Yeah.
But then that's when the scary stuff started happening, which is
that sound.
A bunch of noises started happening after that. I started hearing thuds that Adrian couldn't hear. His camera was moving by itself.
Oh, yeah, that.
Like,
okay, so
randomly.
The camera thing was actually weird because I did not notice that for a long time. I did see it like once or twice when you pointed it out. But I would move the camera in a certain this camera that I'm looking at. I would move that camera in a certain direction, and then it would, after I let go of it, it would still move. Like it would shift. The camera,
it's ghosts.
It would go. And then, the noise, it was only when certain chords were like, but it was weird because it wasn't consistent. We thought it was one chord, and then we take it away, and it would kind of like show, oh no, this is the chord, because it would get louder as we brought the chord to the mic, and then quieter as brought away.
We just started moving different.
And then it would just start up all over again for no reason. So
yeah, and then we realized it was one of those.
It's probably one of those chords.
Springing chords.
Dumb.
And that leads us to our second experience. Is that the missed one?
Yeah, so the previous two weren't really experiences. That was technical difficulties.
Yeah, but for the sake of this podcast, they were paranormal experiences. This is our kind of scarier one.
This was, I think, one of the best Halloweens. What year was this? Was this freshman or sophomore?
It wasn't the ghost one. It was before that.
Okay, so the ghost one, well, I guess it wasn't really ghost. You want to back up on it? So we were out trick-or-treating.
Oh, I mean the ghost, like costume ghost. Sorry, yeah. We were dressed up like sheet ghosts in the junior year.
And that's what we did for like,
year.
I mean, we've done that how many years? 3?
Sheet ghosts?
Yeah.
Did we do it more than one?
We did like.
Oh yeah, we did at least 2 years.
Yeah, and so one of these years, I think we were still as ghosts. We have some really funny trick or treating experiences, but one year we were walking around. Do you know what village it was?
I think it was Cuesta. We never went outside of Cuesta.
Did we not?
No, we always stayed in Cuesta.
Oh, okay. So yeah, I guess we were in Cuesta, and obviously when you're out, this is before COVID and all that stuff. But you have people on almost every single street, every single block, going around. You have, obviously, people have decorations and different things and sounds and noises. I mean, it's pretty lively on Halloween.
Yeah.
Scary. It's the FBI.
Is that one that was still going? It's good?
Yeah, no, I'll fix it when it goes.
Okay. Yeah, just making sure. Yeah, because my thing wasn't working. So anyway.
Yeah. Anyways.
Proceed.
So we're walking down Cuesta. We're walking in the street because that's generally what we do. And I think it was you who pointed out that we were alone.
Yeah.
Like we walked and we didn't realize that the number of people around us was dissipating really fast.
Yeah.
And we found ourselves on a street where there were no people whatsoever. And I think that was like the first kind of sign to us that there was like something weird. And so there's no people around us. What else did we notice? There were no cars.
No sounds.
There were no sounds. There were no lights. There was no decorations. I think
except for one street lamp.
And so we walked for a while where there were no houses with any lights on or people around. It was just a dead area.
One light,
which was not,
it was weird.
Normal.
Right? I mean, it was Halloween, but it was. Yeah. And then the mist came in after that.
So I don't even know how or why, but there was a mist, like a legit fog that rolled in as all this was happening.
Yeah.
And I think it lasted something like 15 minutes.
Really?
Yeah. And so we're like 10 to 15 minutes in this fog where there's no people. And we were like walking around and like kind of going in circles, like going back to this end of the street and that end, trying to see if we could see anyone. And once the fog lifted, then we went out into an area where there was a bunch of people and activity, and the night resumed. But that was like a weird little patch of no one.
It was weird. And it was what made it more weird was it was kind of similar to something at the time we were a bit younger. So younger technically. Yeah. And at the time we were just lads. And at the time I was going through this huge Goosebumps haunting hour, like scary stories like that phase where it was warming up to Halloween too, so I was like, get in the mood for it. And there was a story that was like that where these two kids, they're out trick-or-treating, and then all of a sudden there's no people.
Dang.
And everyone's like, oh, what's going on?
It's rough.
And then eventually they figure out that it's, I think it's aliens or something. but they pick them off and they die. But they're not like us because we're here today.
Yeah, we're here.
Dun 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 dun. So that was our scare.
I remember when we got home, we talked about that for a while because that was
we
cool. Were both pretty like.
That was awesome.
I don't even think because that didn't freak us out. We were getting like excited.
Yeah,
I remember we were happy.
Like we're in a movie.
Like it's happening. Like I don't know what we thought was gonna happen, but it was. I mean, fun.
It was cool.
What you call it? Any other stories?
Do you know anybody that has had paranormal
nothing
experience?
paranormal, but I mean just Halloween stories in general.
Halloween stories.
Because I was thinking, I remember that one lady whose house we went to twice by accident.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember that one.
There's that one lady. Because we got turned around, I think, because streets here kind of look the same. And
after a while.
Yeah, we had already knocked on this lady's door, and then we came back. She was like, "Wait, didn't you come to my door before?" And then we just like both bolted. We just ran off.
Sorry.
We were like, "Dang it," you know.
I remember that White House. I remember that one.
Yeah.
That was our stories, and we're only still lads, so we have plenty more Halloweens to go with a bunch of weird stuff to happen, and we'll keep you guys updated on all of it when it all happens.
Mm-hmm.
Unless you have like another like.
I'm just trying to think of all the other stories that we have. Like, what was it?
Oh, your voice sounds weird.
Is it?
Say something.
How's that?
Oh, cool.
Oh, cool. All right. Let's see. What else? Oh, yeah. In the park?
The 3
Ks. That was great.
Do we want to elaborate on that? How much we have time, right?
Oh, we have time. Elaborate.
Me?
Yeah.
Well, it's an interesting story. Adrian and I, senior year, Adrian and I both went out as sheet ghosts for Halloween.
Yes.
Trick-or-treating, everything was normal. This was more like a funny story, but...
Yeah. No, the rest of these were kind of just funny.
And then we were just in the park, in the Cuesta Park next to the
and you
middle school.
You were trying to get a shot for your senioritis video.
Yeah, my Thursday the 31st video. That was a fun video. And I needed one more. I still have it. I was in the video where the one where you're walking in front of the camera. I needed to get that, and after we got it,
we were just walking around in the park trying to get these shots by the street lamp or this sidewalk lamp, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
And we're in these white sheets, and some guys walk up to us, and they're like, "Yo, are you the KKK?" And we just, what did you say? What was your response? You were like, "No, it's the KK." There's only two of us. But
yeah, it's just the KK. There's only two of us, not three of us. I don't know. I think I was pretty hopped up on candy.
You were. Wait, no, you hadn't had any yet. Or did you have some previously? Anyways.
That's how I got called out on our podcast.
Yeah.
I had one Hershey bar, and that's how crazy it makes me, where I feel so like energetic and lively.
Well, you're energetic most of the time anyway, so I think I like that.
Yeah, but either way, that was a fun story.
Yeah.
That was fun.
Yeah, the era went out barefoot.
Yeah, I still don't understand why you're still not wearing any shoes.
Look, it's more comfortable without them.
Yeah, but it's like something hugging your feet, and it's warm and soft.
Look.
And toasty. And you can walk with them. You can walk with them.
But you can walk with your feet too.
I have a question, Adrian.
Yeah.
Now that I like this, or it's kind of like free flowy. If you had to live through any horror movie, which one?
Oh, I would love to live through so many because I could just make so many just better decisions than the
really. Okay, what about
like Halloween?
Options, Halloween.
That woman was dumb, man.
The main one?
Gosh. All of them.
Women?
Almost every. Well, it was mostly women in that film.
Mostly, yeah, that's true. They're both teenagers.
Yeah,
all teenagers.
I guess the guy died too, but he kind of deserved it. He was weird.
Yeah.
But yeah, that whole movie. Like, in almost every single horror movie, I think the characters just make bad decisions throughout.
Yeah, that's how they make money.
How do you get in a situation that bad? You have to mess up pretty bad.
Yeah,
I think.
I mean,
like I would just go in with an AR-15 and just light everything up.
But what if it's like Nightmare on Elm Street, where this dude enters through nightmares?
But like I said earlier, I don't sleep. I just wait till morning. So
Okay, what about Annabelle, where it's a doll and there's a spirit, or Chucky?
They're dolls.
Yeah, but
get a pair of steel toe boots and kick them.
Okay, what about Ring, where you watch this one haunted video and then you're haunted. It comes for you, and I think you have like 7 days.
So bad things happen to you.
Yeah, until you have 7 days to live, and you die.
No, well, if you have 7 days to live, there's not much you can do, I guess.
Wow, so you're just going with a positive mindset. Like, if you only have 7 days, you have 7 days.
I would just live it like any other day.
Okay, what about something like, I think, Conjuring or Insidious, where they're actual like spirits?
So you're talking like this isn't something you can shoot because it's
correct.
Because AR-15s
won't do the trick. Man. Ghostbusters don't exist.
Those are nice,
and it's intangible.
Hold on, wait. I'm gonna think about them for a second. Their form, their elegance.
Are you talking about the guns still?
Yeah.
Oh, they're talking about like...
No, AR-15s. They're beautiful. Okay,
Adrian,
anyways.
You know what? AR-15s are guns.
And they're beautiful.
I've never held one.
Me neither, but they're beautiful.
So you're going to use an AR-15 against a demon?
Oh, all day. No. Because an AR-15, that's kind of cowardly. It's like the equivalent of using a bow.
Cowardly, but I'm just in the...
You have to use a sword,
This is the fact that how do you... You're saying you can manage to survive or make better choices that in the end will lead to you surviving if you were in a movie like this. How would you defeat the...
So, like, this is a spirit or something?
Yes.
Like a demon or something?
Yes.
Okay. How do you defeat it?
Yeah.
You don't really defeat him.
So how would you survive?
I'll just go about my day. And if something bad happened, I mean, I just deal with it then. Give me a scenario to deal with. Because I think I would just, I don't know.
You're home by yourself and it manifests into this weird little child-looking thing, and it comes after you.
So I can touch this thing. It's physical.
Yeah. But then you realize it was just a decoy because the spirit is right behind you. It has you in an arm lock.
Oh, man. Arm lock?
Yeah.
No, I would never let someone get that close.
Okay, it's
no,
a
I'm
spirit. Dang it, Adrian. It's a spirit. Okay, fine. Scratch that because that's obviously a very abstract.
No, but we can go with the abstract. I'll answer that one if you want.
Okay. Well, because I have another one. I have another one that I'm really interested in. That's actually you can get out of.
Okay, cool.
Have you seen It? The clown.
No.
The clown movie.
I know the clown.
Okay.
Movie. I haven't seen it.
It, referring to that being, it's a movie where in the end there's two movies. I hate to spoil this, but
you're not missing much. It's a clown.
It's no. Well, in the end, you realize that it's actually an alien creature from outer space that manifests into people's worst fears. In this case, there's a bunch of kids, so it turns into clowns.
Is that really how?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's an alien.
I never knew that.
There was some alien or whatever. So how would you go about defeating it?
But what I'm saying is that this thing can be killed.
Right. And it manifests into your worst fears.
My worst fears. Okay. So you have two options with your fears. There's fight or flight. Mm-hmm. So in this scenario, because I can run really fast.
Right.
So if I have the option, I might just skedaddle. But if we're talking backed into an alley, which I don't know how you get in that situation by a clown anyways, but like a clown's chasing you into an alleyway, you just use the assets you
have. And you're hoping to kill it by shooting it.
I mean, that is the fastest way. The quickest, cleanest.
They've done that in the movie.
Did they shoot the clown?
Yeah.
Why didn't it work?
Because it doesn't get defeated based on physical things, but mental things. They defeated it because they realized in the end, it was kind of funny. The first one ended off, their kids.
Yeah.
They didn't defeat it per se.
They just got killed by it?
Or they just made it go back into hiding. And Lucas knows this because we are actually talking about this, I think, a few months ago. And he was talking about the whole history behind it, how Pennywise... They call him Pennywise, but he comes out every 27 years. I don't know why 27 years.
That's really specific.
But how the first movie ended, and it's based off of like an older movie called It, which is like 3 hours long. But this remake, the first movie ends with them like putting it back in the ground. So they didn't defeat it; they just put it. And then the second one, they realize it's an alien. They try using something.
So there is no way to defeat it.
Yeah, there is.
It's just to not fear it.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Because in the end, they just go out. They just kill it by just throwing a bunch of stuff at it.
You're kidding.
Yeah. They first they
so
think.
Why wouldn't the AR-15 work?
I mean, it could. You just have to have no fear. But without knowing that.
If you have fear while holding an AR-15, something is wrong.
Well, assume that you're just a child from this movie.
Oh, so I'm like what? 5?
They're not 5.
If I'm 5, I'm dead.
They're like in middle school. They're like us in 8th grade.
Oh, 8th grade? 8th grade, huh?
Or 8th grade? Yeah, 8th grade, freshman.
I ran away from friends all the time. I probably just run. If I was 8th grade, I just run, probably.
Okay.
What would you do?
Well, without knowing that, I'd die. Because I wouldn't know originally.
But you wouldn't run? You wouldn't run away?
Well, knowing what I know now, that it just takes no fear.
Yeah. But I mean, if you didn't know, would you not just have the instinct of running?
I'd freeze.
Are you that kind of person who like kind of tenses
Or
up?
I try to find like a quick way out, and then when they get in like a closer proximity, I'd be like, oh shoot, this is going down.
Really? You wouldn't do anything?
Hey, I'm a freeze guy. There's fight, flight, or freeze.
Freeze does nothing good. Unless...
Yeah, I know that.
Wait, why would... Okay, no. If something is happening to me, I have to react in some way.
No.
There's no way I could like...
That's good. I'm glad you have that.
No, but like we need to help you though, because like this freezing thing, that's no good. If some guy is like chasing you in the middle of the night, you can't just.
I think I'd scare him though, because he'd be like, "Why aren't you running?" And I'd just be looking at him.
No, he'd be like, "Easy target." Not if you're trying to hit something that's not moving, that's pretty easy.
Well,
you should at least. I mean,
it's better than flight. It's better than fight.
Well, okay, fight. You take on all the potential consequences of getting in a physical altercation with someone, because you could get killed, you could probably get beat up pretty bad. You're at least going to sustain some form of minor injuries at the very least. Okay. So going into a fight with someone, you're going to get hurt in some way. Flight, yeah, I guess it kind of depends on how far you are, because if I start running when you're this close to me, then that's kind of, I mean, that's not a good place to be. But if I see you like down the road and I start running,
yeah,
it's kind of like, I guess it kind of depends when you realize this is a threat.
Yeah. So it's proximity.
Proximity. Yeah.
All right.
Cool.
Adrian, thank you for answering that question. I was genuinely curious about that.
Yeah. AR-15 all day.
Yeah.
Look, why would you not? Why not pick?
I don't know how to responsibly handle an AR-15.
But like, if you learn, I know. But like, if you learn to like properly handle a firearm,
I'm just gonna use a bat or a golf club.
Actually, that's pretty good. Would you use metal or wooden bat? Like,
or fruit bat? Bat?
Yeah.
Metal,
like aluminum.
Yeah.
That's good.
We're so loose with this session.
Yeah. I guess it's kind of supposed to be that way.
Yeah.
Because this wasn't, like we said, this is kind of a different session because it's not structured.
Yeah, it's just
as per usual,
keeping it loose.
We just wanted to answer
paranormal
Sophie's questions.
We still have time, right? We have time, right? For sure.
Yeah, we do. No,
I think it's weird.
There's not really a time limit to the podcast. I guess it's kind of whenever we figure.
Right. Yeah, let's just keep it loose. Do you have any questions relating to Halloween?
Yeah. Is it going down?
Yeah, it's good. When it reaches like 8 more minutes, I get 18, then I'll let you know, because that's when it...
Okay. I'll reset it then. But...
No, I think it's still... We have like a few more minutes left.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, we got like 10.
Yeah, I'll let you know. I'll let you.
Cool.
Adrian, do you have any Halloween, scary, spooky related questions or thoughts to ponder on? Or anything?
Yes, we are going to talk extensively about your freeze mechanism, because that cannot...
I'm fine with that.
No, I'm not fine with that.
I'm perfectly fine with that.
If you are listening to this podcast
quicker,
and your reaction to something is to freeze,
then you're a G.
Get some help.
Yeah, my help is to just freeze. My help is God.
Okay, that's dumb.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Dumb? Wow.
Okay, no, but the way you worded it is dumb. Because
my
the
help is
Bible,
God.
No, the Bible says that we should prepare as much as we can physically, and then rely on God for the rest.
But
that's what the Bible says.
Yeah. Okay. Yep. There's plenty
So
of
you
other
don't
Bible
just freeze
verses.
and say God.
There's plenty of also Bible verses to say rely on the Lord first.
Yeah, but what does the Lord tell you to do? He says to prepare as much as you can.
But
physically.
I'm relying on Him. Like either way.
I'm just saying, bro.
Okay, I know. God made us all differently, and I appreciate that. I'm just a special breed where I don't do anything when I'm in danger. But that's why you're here, to change that. See, it's a balance.
I know.
I did it again.
Oh my gosh. But like, what are you going to do if, like, okay.
Give me a situation.
We're basically the same height and physique.
Physique?
Roughly.
Some buff?
Well, yeah. Anyway.
Wow.
Okay, well, we're basically the same stature and all that, right?
Okay.
So, fighting me would pretty much be a fair fight for you, I think.
Oh, you're talking... No, you'd win for sure. You'd win, definitely. I know that. Hands down, you'd win. Hands down.
Okay.
Not even a challenge. You'd win for sure.
Well, actually, okay. Well, no, this is good because this is a challenge for you. Because you never know if, in the real world if it's going to be... It's probably not going to be in your favor. You know? So, let's say if you were going to fight me and I was just straight charging you. Like at, let's say... You know where the kitchen is?
Yeah.
And the front door? If I started at the kitchen and you were at the front door, but it was just a flat area, no structures around us whatsoever, what would you do if I ran at you?
Freeze.
Really?
Maybe I'd run for a little bit, but then eventually I'd just cower in a little ball.
Well, you're faster than me, though. Because in track, you were faster than me.
Yeah, but that was a long time ago.
But I feel like you've always been faster. Like quicker on your feet. I think you're quicker.
Okay, but once you have an advantage, like you have an advantage.
Yeah, but like what you want to do is you want to make sure that you don't give them that advantage. And if you stand still, you're giving them an advantage.
Right, but at some point when I run, I'm going to get tired. I'm going to have to stop at some point, and then you can catch up to me.
Right.
And you're witty. So you can set up traps and use a crossbow and everything, like hunting an animal.
Okay, well, let's try and make it as fair as we possibly can. If it's me and you in a fight and it's just level land, there's no obstacles, there's nothing you can hide or duck under, but we also don't have anything on us. Just say t-shirt, jeans, sneakers.
Okay, so like we're in the desert and we're just...
Like legit, like how we are dressed now, just me with shoes or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And we're in... have you ever seen the salt flats?
In
Utah? Where it's all, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Just imagine that. And I run at you. I run at you from a distance from the kitchen to the door right here, which roughly speaking is about 20 to 30 feet. What would be your initial reaction if you saw me? And I'm not your friend at this point. I'm attacking you. I'm faceless or whatever. Just my.
You're faceless?
Well, you know, like
whoa,
I could
that's
be anybody.
Scary.
I could be anybody. Is what I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
Just my same physique is what I'm saying. So.
Okay, if it wasn't you, I'd start running.
You'd run. Okay. Yeah.
That would be scary though if you're that's like Slender Man.
Oh yeah, that's creepy. I didn't mean it like that, but the way you put it, yeah. No,
yeah. Interesting. You don't like Slender Man? Oh, I think you told me that before.
Well,
Slender Man's this weird octopus guy.
I actually like drawing him. He's a cool guy to draw. Mm-hmm. But there was this story of this real story of these three girls who were at a sleepover or whatever. I forget where. It was in the U.S. But two of the girls had like this weird cult-like attitude towards Slender Man. Like they believed he was real and wanted to please him.
This is real life.
Yes. And so what they did is they said to the third girl, who was oblivious to all the Slender Man stuff, to play hide and seek in the woods. And they stabbed her repeatedly in the woods. A biker found her on a bike trail. She survived. She survived the wounds, but that was a real thing. So I remember hearing about that story and seeing the people involved and the fact that they just like, I mean, these are little girls, little like middle school girls, they're like stabbing each other, which I just thought for Slender Man, like that creeped me out at that point. That's weird because the plot of the movie or part of it is that he gets in people's heads and they make them do stuff. Yeah. So the fact that it relates to that, it's pretty scary. That was a real story. And so I remember hearing that and knowing that was real. And see, things get scarier for me when I know that they're real.
Yeah.
If I watch a horror movie and I know this is a creative thing, like it has no effect really.
Yeah.
But if it, like when we were watching Halloween, I was really into the cinematography aspect of it.
Yeah.
Like I kept on saying,
Like,
how are they getting these shots? But
like while they're screaming, like, "Oh me!"
Yeah,
You're like, "Wow, that's a great
like,
angle."
for my, but my dad, he watches Forensic Files, and I watch Unsolved Mysteries. Like it's on this show on Netflix or something like that.
Oh, okay.
And
I think
like
my mom watched
like
that.
we watch all these I guess forensic things, and like real life cases, and that freaks me out more than anything else because those are real things.
It's real,
you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, those, like I would get more freaked out watching an old Forensic Files episode or an Unsolved Mystery episode, like more creeped out long term than a horror movie. Because horror movies, like you're like, you know, you get freaked out in the moment, you know, like an old man. But
it's real. Yeah, it's reality.
But when you watch something like that, I feel like it lingers more because it's in the back of your head, like, oh wait, no, that was a real guy who lived like I do, lived in a place like you. It just
you make those connections, and it's scary.
Your head kind of the whole idea of your mind is trying to keep you alive. So it says, hey, don't do what this guy did because look where he ended up. So, you know, I don't know, stuff like that.
Yeah, I see that.
Do you watch Forensic Files or anything like that? Or
my mom does. She likes watching that kind of stuff because it's interesting to her.
Yeah, it is.
But it's
interesting, but it's messed up most of the time.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, I kind of see the appeal, though, because it's real life. And
yeah. I just like the fact how they go so deep into the case and like they just like every scrap of evidence. They just pour it in. Like they fingerprint the most random stuff and they're like, we found this guy in this state. He flew. Like,
and in the end, they still don't know who the killer is or something.
See, that's what sucks about Unsolved Mysteries. If you can't stand cliffhangers, don't watch that show.
Right.
Okay, because Unsolved Mysteries, I was watching it. I've almost watched every single episode now. And at the end of every episode, they're like, this case is still unsolved. If you have any information on the people involved, contact us at, you know, this website. And it's like,
well, happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween. That sucks. It does suck. Dang. Man.
Yeah, I haven't thought about that. The appeal of that before you just said that. Well,
well, I guess this is coming out November 1st. So to all of those of you, if you celebrate Halloween, it would have happened already. Mm-hmm. So we hope that you had a good Halloween. We hope that.
What was that? Is it still going?
Yeah, it's still going.
It is? How's the red thing?
Yeah. We have like 1 minute on it, I think.
Okay, so are we doing closings or are we doing...
I was thinking we could do closings if you want, or is there anything you want to talk about more?
No. What can I say in 1 minute? Thank you guys.
We can always kind of like, you know, start again.
Thank you. If you don't celebrate Halloween though, happy holidays, I guess. Sounds like Christmas though.
Happy October.
Happy
31st.
Yeah.
Actually, no. Happy Goblin Night.
Yeah. Happy Goblin Night. You tell those that don't celebrate Halloween. Tell those that do celebrate Halloween.
They steal your socks. But only the left ones. What's with that?
Is that from Harry Potter?
No.
Lord of the Rings?
No.
Adventure Time?
No.
Garfield?
I know you can get this.
Socks? That sounds like Harry Potter.
Well, I guess you could do the whole Dobby connect. No, it's How to Train Your Dragon.
There's goblins in How to Train Your Dragon?
No, Gobber. The guy.
Oh, Gobber.
Like
I thought you were talking about goblins.
No, he is talking about... Gobber was talking about goblins. Right. So Gobber was talking about goblins, and he's talking to Hiccup. He's like, hey, they steal your socks, but only the left ones. What's with that?
So he's talking about goblins.
Gobber is talking about goblins.
Well, How to Train
Your Dragon.
How to Train Your Dragon is a scary movie also. It's one of the scariest movies out there. 10 out of 10.
No, yeah. I didn't sleep nights after that, and I still don't sleep.
Yeah, there's the fact of a dragon hiding. Scariest movies: How to Train Your Dragon, Monsters Inc., Monster House, and Monster House. Those three. Monsters Inc. was freaking scary. I could not sleep. I was so scared to even look at a door.
Wait, are you being serious about that, or is it that?
Maybe.
No,
yeah, it was the first
Monsters
one though.
Inc. Oh, okay.
Monsters Inc. I was younger. We had it on DVD. But yeah, something about the beginning was scary. I think it was because it starts off scary, makes it seem like it's scary where a kid's in bed and monsters coming out. So
I'm trying to think of like movies in my youth that scared me. That
That
weren't
scared
like
you?
really scary movies, but they had that effect.
Yeah.
You know, like they're not intended
Coraline?
to be scary.
Monster House.
Coraline, no. Monster House. I just
Monster House is awesome.
Monster House. I cringed
I
through that
love
the whole film.
Monster House.
Oh my
So
gosh.
scary. Okay, well, okay. What would you do
Oh,
if
scenarios.
like just any bed, and in front of you there's a door, like directly right across from you there's a door, like your closet or something, right?
I don't have a closet. But
Okay,
yeah, I'll
but
imagine it.
just like supposedly, just imagine.
Okay.
Like you're laying in your bed, and then you look like when you're looking up and you look just straight ahead of you, like you're looking at your legs, but right ahead of that there's a door, and that door is like a closet with all your clothes and stuff.
Yeah.
What if you close your door every night because you're just superstitious or whatever? One night, it's like middle of the night, everyone's sleeping, it's like dead in the middle of the night, and you hear like super loud creak, and then you look up and the door is open and it's just pitch black inside, which is weird because usually like the clothes are up front.
Yeah.
Right. And it's just pitch black.
Like it's an abyss or something.
Yeah, it's an abyss. What would you do? Would you get up and close it?
I think as a kid, my main tactic would have been to just cover myself with the covers like all
shield,
the way.
Right?
Yeah. Like I don't know why we thought that would protect you from anything.
Stay
back.
Blanket,
But
polyester.
I guess nowadays I would probably just get up and close it. But as a kid, no, that would have freaked me out.
But today you would do that.
Today I would close it.
And then what if as you're approaching the door you heard noises?
I have to deal with noises and stuff all the time downstairs anyways. Because I'm the only person who sleeps on the downstairs. So a lot of the time, like one time, this is a real story. One time I was... All right, sorry for that technical difficulty.
We are so sorry.
Yeah.
Spooky. It was a ghost.
Yeah. Spooky. Oh yeah, so the real story was, I'll keep this short. One time I was working downstairs here at the house, and I don't know why I went out, but I decided to go outside of my room.
Yeah.
And just check and like turn off some of the lights that were still on downstairs. And when you walk out of my room, there's like a long hall down there, right?
Right.
And you can see the door that goes right into the backyard.
Yeah.
You know, that door was wide open.
That's scary.
And it was in the middle of the night. And so I was afraid that someone had like broken in or something.
Mm-hmm.
So I kind of checked the house. I went downstairs. Like I looked around, no one. Upstairs, no one. And everyone was good. But it was creepy to walk out and see, like, because it was pitch black outside. So just this open door in the middle of the night. You hear the wind and it's just open.
That's scary because you don't know, right?
I had no idea because my neighbor's house has been broken into and attempted to be broken into a few times.
Oh,
so
you're right next to them.
Yeah,
too.
so we've always been thinking about this house too. So but that was one story where that kind of pertains to the whole open closet thing.
Yeah,
I looked and I was like, oh my god,
scary.
Glad
you're okay though.
Yeah. So have a good Halloween, or we hope that you had a good Halloween.
Yeah.
We're gonna end off this episode with, of course, the verse of the day.
Of the night, of the day, whatever time you're watching this at.
Yeah, whenever you decide to watch. Hey.
So, which one is it, Adrian?
This is Jeremiah 17:7.
That is a great one. I love that verse in particular. You know why? Because it's just so gosh darn appealing. I love it. It's a great verse. Amazing.
You're struggling to find it, aren't you?
Amazing author. I love it. I read it every day. Which one again? Just say again for the viewers out there.
Jeremiah. This is for Christian.
This is
Jeremiah.
For
Jeremiah 17:1.
17:1 is my favorite. I go to it all the time.
1.
All right, and I'm there. I've been there. I like talking about it so much.
Hey, you know what?
Let's do this.
Whatever floats your boat. All right. Blessed is the man that trusteth in the Lord, and whose hope the Lord is. For he shall be as a tree planted by the waters, and that spreadeth out her roots by the river, and shall not see when the heat cometh, but her leaf shall be green, and shall not be careful in the year of drought, neither shall cease from yielding fruit. There you go.
And that's Jeremiah
17:7 and 8.
Oh, okay, good. I was reading 17:1. That was a good verse, though. I love that one, too. It's my second favorite, next to Jeremiah 17:1.
But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Christian, since you opened it, you want to close it, bro?
Yeah. So thanks again, everybody, for tuning in. Daytime, nighttime, whatever you're watching this on, or whatever time you're watching this at. Again, message us on our Instagram handles.
Mm-hmm.
Do we put it in the description last time?
Description? Yeah.
Instagram will be down there. Our 55 email, which is one of the fastest ways to reach us also for
also
questions.
James's podcast, the Theater Eaters, will be there.
Theater Eaters will be down there. Check theirs. Thanks to James again for getting us on Spotify. We're also on Spotify, so check us out. We'll put that in the link.
Yeah. Anchor, Spotify, Google Podcasts, all that stuff.
Everything will be down below.
And also, if you really want a concise way of finding out information, just go to the website.
We have a website, and it'll be on there. And there's some new channel art on there too. But I think that's it.
I think that's it. All right.
Dun, 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 dun. More noises are happening. We're going to log off before we potentially get killed. But thank you guys so much again for tuning in to episode 4 of The Art of Awesomeness. I am your host, Christian Caito, also joined by host Adrian Kiswani. Thank you, Adrian. And we will see you guys next time.
Thanks for watching.
Thank you for watching.
Thank you for watching.
Muchas gracias para escuchar.
Wow, you're just flexing now.
Ding. Ding, ding.
Should I try and do... Oh, man.
What? Say it. Say it.
Grazie.
So good. Let's edit this bad boy. Bad boy. I'm a bad boy.
I'm going to keep that in. 100%.